Okay, so we can do a video showing you how to do a hair braid because there's no school at the moment, so we can wear them through our hair. And a friend asked me how to do it, so I'm just going to do this little tutorial. So setup wise, what you can see is this is my little girl B, and she's got a book because she's got very long hair, so we're going to be here where you are. What I've done is I've taken a tiny bit of hair. You want to do it under the centre parting, so you don't want to do it on the top of the hair. So we've pulled some hair back and then we've gone underneath, because you will have a little gap at the top here where you will see a bit of the hair. So if it's underneath the hair, then you won't notice it. I've put this piece of cardboard in the hair just to keep all the other hairs free for when I'm doing the braid and the plaiting. Attached it on obviously with the clips, and then I've done a really tiny little plait on B's hair. So then she's chosen 3 different colours. We're using embroidery thread. You want something fairly thin. And then what you're going to do is you're going to keep her, and then we just tied it at the top here with just a knot as far up as we can. And then you're going to hold these all together, including the end of your knot bits here. So your knot. And then you need to do this fairly tightly. So these are going to be your core pillar ones. Can you put your head back, please? Perfect. And then you're going to take the first colour, and you're literally, here's the reason it's called a hair wrap, going to wrap it around, keeping these all together, keeping it up and around. As you can see, it's fairly fiddly, and you want to try and make sure that the ends of your embroidery thread don't get twisted around each other. So as you start up, you just need to concentrate a little bit.
I got it for you.
Thanks. I've got Barnaby on sound and video.
Oh, no, I don't know.
So doing this, the first, with all of these things, starting off is always the trickiest. So, and I'm going to push that up. You see, I'm just trying to keep the tension tight as I can. And, oh Barney, don't twist the threads down, sweetie. It's hopefully a bit easier for you because I'm just trying to make sure you can see what I'm doing. So I'm literally wrapping the hair around and so it goes around like that. Obviously you won't do it like this. Back under. And then I'm holding them so they're quite tight together. So around and back under. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause that now, and we're going to do a little bit more, and so we'll get a bit further down the line, and then I will come back to you. Okay, so you can see I've done a fair bit of the green, and I've encased that end of that thread knot, and then I think it stopped at about here, and then just went over a little bit. So now to change colours, all you're going to do is you need to be holding this fairly tightly. Let me see if I can refocus that a little bit. No, I'm fine, thanks, Barney. You pick up the next colour that you want, so we're going to go with sort of the pinky purple here. Or actually, no, let's go with the blue. Let's go with the blue. You pull that out of your group and put the green in. And then you're going to untangle all your threads. And then you're going to get your blue. And you're going to do exactly the same, but now encasing the green. So the green has now become your pillar. And I did this. Can you put your head back, please, B? That's it, good girl. So we do it going around. Sorry, and through. I'm trying to manage her hair not getting tangled up and the camera angle, making sure that you can see what I'm doing. So around. You really need to try and keep that tension quite tight on it. So when I was pausing, I was standing up and doing this, which was a lot easier than how I'm doing it now. So around and around. And you also want to keep them fairly close together, the wraps very close together, because eventually they will sort of start sliding off and around, because so there. I'm going to pause it again now, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to show you how to add a bit of detail with a twist thread on it. So yeah, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so now I've gone a little bit further. We're going to show you how to just do a twist pattern on top of another block. So what I've done is I've taken the green out of the core here, and I've set it up and out of the way, and that's going to just stay out of the way. And then I'm going to carry on wrapping now with this colour to make a bit of a block. So my core now only has one thread in it. So previously it's always had two, but now I've got one in here. I'm carrying on wrapping with this one, and the green's being taken off of there. Okay, so as you can see now, I've got the green, which is still up here. I've gone a little bit more with that colour. And now I'm just going to collect back my green, and I'm just holding it as tight as you can. I'm simply going to twist it around and around. It's a bit fiddly. Sorry, just went out of camera and got that. Let me just try and get a better position so you can see what I'm doing. If you want, on this bit, what you can always do is get instead of holding this here, is either get your child to do it, or put a hair clip in it to hold it. Or B, actually, do you want to get your hands and just hold that bit there for me, sweetie? No, listen to me. That bit there, where my fingers are, perfect. Down a little bit. Great, perfect. Okay, so we're just going to twist that around and around. And around. Did you get back? Do you want to be? Thank you. And now you add your threads back into the group. Pick up, I'm going to go with this sort of pinky purpley one now. Pick this one out. If you see, if this ever happens, just where you've got a bit of hair showing through, just push the braid up. Add the green back in, and then start wrapping with your next colour. And and you can go back over the top of a little bit if that makes it easier for you. Can you see that? Hopefully you can see that makes sense. Yeah, so now you're just going to block and go down a little bit more, and that's a really simple twist. Okay, so I've gone a bit further down now. I'm going to show you a double cross. So we're going to do something similar to this, but it's going to be a double. So what I've done is I've taken out the two pieces of thread. So now my core has got no threads in it. I'm going to work another block of this base colour, and then I'll come back to you and show you how. But you need to do a double twist. This is a single twist. To do a double one, you need to take two pieces of thread out of your core and then wrap. Obviously, if you have four colours, which is the other one we did, isn't it, Bea? You would still have one in here.
How are you going to wrap it around? How are you going to wrap it around with that, like that?
I don't understand the question, really, if I'm honest. What do you mean?
How are you going to wrap these two round here?
Same way I did it in the other one.
We're going to use it all up until we get to the dark green bit.
The dark green will probably be at the end. Oh no, I won't do it. How long do you want the double twist to be? Fairly long, really, don't you?
Yeah, probably for about, that much more. Was it fun doing hair braids for you?
Yeah, it's alright, I don't mind it.
Maybe we could do a hair braid like each 5 or 6 days, 3-4 days.
What, do you want loads of them?
Yeah.
Go back to school with like a whole head of hair braids.
Oh no, not loads, and like maybe 3 or 4 on my hair. Because it'll be really nice. Because I love hair braids.
I'm happy to do a few on your hair.
And also, plus I've seen someone who used to be in year 4 but now is in year 5, and she has hair braids. You know that one who used to do the walking bus with the little sister?
Olivia?
Yeah, I think it was Olivia. And remember, she had a hair braid. Yeah. And she said, and I think I remember her saying her teacher didn't mind. So these are quite small, and I've got big hair, so they'll be quite hidden. So it won't really matter if I take it into school. Just as long as I don't have a whole hair of hair braids.
I haven't got time to do a whole hair of hair braids. Couldn't even imagine how long that would take me.
Probably take you about a year. Can I press it?
No, it's not going to be possible. Okay, let's have a think about this. Do you want to pinch, you want to, from sort of underneath my finger? That's it, hold it. You need to hold it out a little bit, that's it, so it's tight. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to do that double twist. So you're going to pick up one of the 2 threads that you left out of the group, and you're just going to twist it around exactly as you did the other top one. It's slightly tricky. Oops, especially when you lose your thread. If you can hold that there, and just that's it. So exactly there. So again, you kind of need that tension fairly tight. So I'm just going around the back, giving that nice little twist pattern. Our threads are ombre, so they don't show up in some areas quite as brightly as others. And then when you got to the base, you just add that back into the grip, pop that in between your fingers. Perfect. Now you're going to get your other thread and you're going to twist it as well, but the other way. So this one was twisting round, where now we're going to go the other way. So we'll twist it from the back and across. So that will give that double twist pattern. And depending on what threads you've used, you can you'll see some will stand out a bit more. Oh, it sounds like one of the chickens has laid its egg. Noisy girls. And take that around. And then last one down. And you see on B's one that we did the other week. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it. It's got an orange and white twist. Right, so now you're going to look at that now, please. Thanks. Now you're going to choose the next colour. I think maybe see how much threads we've got left. Which one's our longest? We'll go with the purple, and I'll come back to you and show you how to finish off. Okay, and we are there. So we finished our double twist, did a bit more block, and then did a single twist at the end, and then did a tiny little bit of block at the end. So I'm just going to try and show you how to finish this off. It's a really good idea to try and keep it nice and tight. So what I'm going to do, the first one's going to be quite tricky. I'm trying to hold my tension, but the second one should be a bit easier for me to show you. So you create a loop like that, and then you're going to take the thread. So you're going, the main one, the one that you're finishing on, is going to go over the top to create this loop, and then you're going to go around the back. You're going to take it around the back and to come through. So it's really hard to try and keep the tension to create a little knot. Let's make sure you're still seeing it as well. You can always push it up. So now it's a bit easier. I would just do that 3 times. So can you hold that there for me, babe, please? Here, my right hand. There, yeah, so that's it. And pull it tight so I can see. So it's over here, thanks. So I'll show you that again. Let's try and push this up a little bit. Oh, those chickens, noisy. So you're going to go over the top, round the back and through, and then pull it up to knot. Round, create your loop, take it around the back and through. We're also then, so you see all the wispy bits of hair at the end there. We're also then just going to, like now, let go now please, thanks love. Just do a knot with the threads. And then I'm just going to get a pair of scissors. Give it a little bit of a cut. And there you have it. Longest hair braid in the universe.
Wait, this one's longer.
Oh dear, that's because we started letting down the hair. Okay, so put down 60, so there you go. Nice little hair wrap. Hope you enjoy.